Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating Through Chaos. I'm going to start this project off with this Dollar Tree cutting board. I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to take a razor blade and pop off the little feet, and I'm going to set those aside because we're going to need those later. So I'm going to get all 4 of those off. Then I'm going to clean the backside with some rubbing alcohol to get any of the glue from those little feet off and to start with a nice clean surface. Then I'm going to take this Pioneer Woman fabric that I found at Walmart. I'm going to cut a square of that, a little bit bigger than the cutting board. Then I'm going to take this Mod Podge. It's a dishwasher safe Mod Podge. I'm going to put a nice thick coat on the bottom side of this cutting board. Make sure that it's nice and even. And then I'm going to lay my fabric on top of that, pretty side down. So this will be the underneath of the cutting board. So when you flip it over, you'll see the pattern of the fabric. So I'm going to put that right on that Mod Podge, and then I'm going to smooth it out with my hands. Then I'm going to add another coat of the dishwasher safe Mod Podge. And this is dishwasher safe. It says so. I've never put it in a dishwasher, but I do hand wash my cutting boards all the time. I've made several of these. And I'm just going to put another coat on there, and I'm going to let that coat dry. In order for this to be fully waterproof, it has to cure for 28 days. So I'm just going to dry that coat that I just put on. And then I'm going to just cut around the cutting board and cut off all that excess fabric. Once I have that all cut, I'm going to add another coat of Mod Podge on top of that, making sure that I get those edges really well, so when I cut off really close to the cutting board, that those edges don't peel up and that no water gets under there. So I'm just going all the way around and over it again. And then I'm going to let that dry as well. And then I'm going to take my scissors and get as close as I can to the edge all the way around the cutting board. You can also use a razor blade. I find that a razor blade works better. And the fabric will be really, really stiff because of the Mod Podge, so it's really easy to run the razor around. But this time I just use my scissors. You can even sand them off if you have to make it very even. Once I have that cut, again, I'm going to go around and I'm going to add another coat of the Mod Podge. Now that we've kind of cut really, really close, I want to make sure that those edges are well sealed. Just get around those edges and around the center again. And then I'm just going to let that fully dry. Once it was fully dry again, I'm going to take some E6000 glue. I'm going to add the little feet back, and that is it. You could do this with any fabric. I haven't tried it with a napkin, but other people have said that it works. I've only done it with fabric. These make cute little gifts, and you can customize them to match whatever person that you're giving them to, their favorite sports team, or a theme in their kitchen. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspires you to make one. And as always, don't forget to spread the chaos.